Welcome everybody to my very first video. Now the angels have been hounding me for a long time to actually do some videos, so here we go, we're finally doing it. And I've got a little affirmation here on my altar, just a little simple altar that I've done for today that says take the first step and begin now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. My name's Michelle Newton, if you don't know who I am, and I'm from AOK Angels, which is my business. A lot of people don't know that AOK stands for Angels of Kindness, and I began my business with a charity that I still run today, and that's with some handmade feather cards that we send all over the world to help people out and just give them a boost. But today I'm going to talk about my beautiful Angel Feather Oracle card deck, which it's quite fitting because where we're filming this today, thank you Jeffrey who's filming, my son is in my office where I do download all my angelic information and put it into print. So here is my beautiful card deck, which is called the Angel Feather Oracle card deck. And the front of my card deck is here. You may have seen it. If you're overseas, possibly not. You can order my card deck on my website, which is www.aokangels.com.au. I have a beautiful online angel store, so please feel free to go on and have a look at it. If you are overseas and you would like to get the card deck one day, just email me. The details are on the website and I will arrange the postage for you because it doesn't have international postage on the shopping cart at the moment. So let's have a little look at the Angel Feather Oracle card deck. Three of my passions, as you will probably be aware of, are firstly angels, secondly colour and colour therapy and the energy that colour brings to us, and crystal therapy. I have had my own healing practice for some time, but now my angel business has taken over from that and I don't have the time to do the healing work anymore, but I did learn so much through my study of natural therapies, and I brought that into the card deck. So in the card deck we have 44 different coloured feathers. Now people say to me, why have you used the feather? Well, the feather is the ancient symbol of the angels, and it's a symbol of spirit and flight, and it's really the calling card of angels and how they speak to us. So on the card deck the feather has been used symbolically to represent the angels. Every card has a different coloured feather, so it's incorporating colour therapy. So every card, every coloured feather has its own energy to bring to you and its own message. So it's very easy to use my card deck. However, there is lots of different ways you can use it too. And over time, as you have fun using it and talking to your angels through it, you'll discover that there's lots of different ways and lots of different levels to this card deck. The most important thing I want to say to you today is just have a go at using it and have some fun with the angels. They are not deadly serious, and if anyone's come to any of my seminars or workshops, you'll know that I'll try to be serious for a while and it doesn't last too long because we usually end up laughing the whole way through, and that's what angels just love us to do, is to have fun and to laugh, and they take themselves very lightly, and that's why they fly so high. So as humans we need to try and do that a little bit more. People are very frightened, they've got a lot of old wives' tales embedded in their mental thought processes, and they're frightened that they're going to do the wrong thing. Well, I'm not a believer in any of that sort of stuff. I don't believe that you have to be given your card deck. If you are divinely guided to buy a card deck, buy it. It's your angels talking to you and giving you advice. So follow it. You don't have to be given a card deck to use it. I don't mind if people touch my card deck at all. People are very worried about anyone touching the card deck or picking it up. When I'm at an expo, as you will have seen if you've met me at one of the big expos in Melbourne or Sydney or Adelaide, I have cards that I give out to people, and before I start the day, with my intent, I will program the cards so that no negative energy is placed on them by anybody. So I'm a firm believer in your positive intent and what you can do and what you can manifest with your intent. So I don't believe when I set up my intent that anyone who touches that card will do anything wrong with it, and nobody can pick it up off anybody else, if you understand what I mean. The readings that people get at these expos are always absolutely spot on. They're just amazing, just amazing. And I believe it's the intent that I set up with the cards that there's just no transference of energy from anybody onto the card deck. If you do feel that you're getting muddy readings or they're not making sense to you, just clear the deck. It's as simple as that. There's no need to panic about it. Just clear it if it's not making sense and you're getting readings that are muddy. We call them muddy readings. I always go for the simplest option with things. So if you're worried about doing it properly, the easiest way to do it is to either cleanse your card deck. You can actually tap on it, say to the angels, please clear my card deck, and just give it a couple of taps, and that will clear the energy of it. You can also use some sound. So it's a similar thing with the tapping, and you can just give it a little dong like that. Beautiful, all cleared. You can use sage. You can run your cards through sage. There's lots and lots of ways. Just find something that's easy and you feel works for you. With the card deck, one of the main things is to trust what you get. Now, I know that a lot of times we ask the same questions over and over again, and I know that there's a lot of stuff out there that says, you know, cosmic ordering, you only ask once. But look, we're like the little kid in the back of the car, you know, mummy, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And that's what we do with our angels. Please help me, please tell me what to do. Am I doing the right thing? And you'll ask the same question over and over again. Your angels are not going to think badly of you if you do that. They really aren't. But they'll still keep giving you signs and giving you messages until you actually see the answer before you and you're willing to hear the answer before you. With my card deck, there is 3 special cards, and I have incorporated these cards, and I know some people don't like to use them, and that is absolutely fine. And that is the yes, no and maybe cards. The reason I did that is because I found myself when I first started using angel cards, I'd ask the same question over and over again, and I wasn't happy with the answer. I wasn't trusting what I was getting. So the angels directed me to put these cards in to give you a definitive answer. If you don't like a definitive answer, yes, no, maybe, take them out of the deck. You still have 41 cards left. There's 44 there to use. Some people absolutely love the yes, no, maybe, and sometimes I myself just love to get that yes or that no, and I won't draw another card. I'm quite happy. Thank you, angels. Beautiful. My sister, who's mathematically minded, very different to me, loves to just use these 3 cards. She doesn't use the rest because that's just all, you know, extra frills that she doesn't want. She just wants to know yes, no, or maybe. The no card does my poor old mum's head in. She does not like it because she keeps getting it. So she's not getting the answer she wants to hear. But a no does not mean forever. It just means not at this moment in time. Okay, so don't worry about the no card. It's not a bad card. The angels are just saying not at the moment. It's not the best thing for you at the moment. It's not the right time for you at the moment. You know, if they hold it off for a little bit longer, it will come at the perfect time and everything will work out just the most best outcome. The maybe card is, it's maybe. There are still things happening with what you're asking about, and there's some uncertainty around it. So, you know, if you're asking about a new job, you know, is this the new job, and you get the maybe, well, maybe there's something better coming. Okay, so it's not a bad card either. It's just an honest card that things aren't quite right at the moment. The yes, well, yes is yes. So if you get yes, you get yes. So if you've asked something and you don't really want a yes, well, don't ask the question. So they're beautiful cards. If you are doing a reading and you leave the 3 yes, no, maybe cards in the deck, and you're not actually asking a question that's going to give you a yes, no response, then people can get a little bit lost with these cards. So if you asked something like, angels, just tell me what you want me to know today. Well, that's not really a question that's going to give you a yes-no response. But if you happen to draw the no card to that, I would be saying to you that the angels are saying that you're protected, because it's more about the colour of the card and not the message on the card. This is where the colour therapy will come in. Okay, does that make sense? I so hope it does. In the little guidebook that comes in the card deck has further explanation for every card. There is also an affirmation for every colour. So we could actually shuffle the cards, which I'll do now, and we'll get an affirmation for today. So this is an easy way to use the cards for the angels to tell you what to concentrate on today. So let's draw a card. And I like to shuffle. Of course, when you first get your card deck, go through your card deck and feel every single one of the cards to put your energy on the cards. Then place them, fan them out. Doreen Virtue teaches you to fan them out across your chest, near your heart, and to say any prayer that you want so that you're given beautiful, accurate, protected readings. Now, we're asking, what affirmation are we going to concentrate on today, angels? Oh, now look, that card just jumped out, and look at that. It's the card, the yes card. Isn't that amazing? So, it's the teal angel feather, and the angels are saying yes, and they're saying, Michelle, you've finally done a video, yay! They're clapping and they're applauding up there. So let's look up teal, and there'll be an affirmation for that as well. That's what we're going to do. So you go by the colour, which is in alphabetical order. And the affirmation for today is, I have all my questions answered, and in my world nothing goes wrong. So that's what we could focus on for today. We could also shuffle the cards and ask, what colour should I integrate into my energy field today? So this is ways to use the card deck other than asking questions. So we can get an affirmation for the day, or we can get a colour to concentrate on for the day. So let's do that. What colour, angels, are we going to concentrate on for today? And I just choose the top card. And it's the Chartreuse. This always reminds me of France, and that's why the angels told me it was the travel plans card. So there's travel coming up for us. Anyone who's watching this video, it'll relate to you as well. Chartreuse is a very pale green. So you could integrate that colour into your energy field using a crystal is probably an easy way to go. You could use some peridot, or you could use that colour on your clothes. So, you know, if you've got that colour in your wardrobe, I'd go for that. Wear that today because it'll balance your energy fields. With the colour therapy involved in this, a couple of things can happen when I'm giving cards out at an expo. People will choose a card and they'll go, that is my favourite colour. So the angels are just saying, hello, we know you love pink, and here's a pink card because we love you. It's about love. Some people may draw a card and they may get a colour that they really don't like. So they might get the fawn card, and that's a brown, and they say, I'll never wear brown. And I'll say to them, well, if you're getting that card, it means that you're actually deficient in that area, in your energy field, and to balance your chakras, it would be a great idea to wear a crystal that's in that colour. In my Angel Feather Oracle Companion book, this is my book that I bought out last year, which stands alone but works perfectly with the card deck. You can look up it has extended meanings for all the cards. You can actually look up the fawn feather, and it will tell you the crystals that you can use for that. So in alphabetical order, we go for F, and we can use petrified wood, very good crystal if you've been feeling lethargic or if you've been unwell. Smoky quartz, another great crystal that you can use, very protective stone. So the other way is, of course, to ask your angels to tune in and to get some divine guidance. So with asking questions like divine guidance questions, I shuffle my cards and I tune in. I always light a candle. Lighting a candle is symbolically a way to connect with your angels very quickly, and you'll get the angels in immediately. Using a scent will also attract your angels. So I particularly like to work with patchouli with rose and with frankincense and myrrh if I'm meditating. I have some gorgeous candles on my website. Please check them out from my beautiful angel friend Kirsten. Mwah. You keep getting better. So there's other way, that way with the scent is another energy really, and that calls your angels in. So what was I talking about? I've actually lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about my beautiful friend. Questions. Okay, when you're shuffling the deck, just be guided. There's no right, there's no wrong. Be guided to however many cards you want to draw. You know, if you want to draw 3, draw 3. If you want to draw 10, draw 10. If you want to draw 1 for every month of the year, go ahead. There's no right and there's no wrong. Let's have a little draw, shall we, for this week, and what the angels want us to know for this week coming up. And I just go and shuffle until I actually feel the cards clump. Very interesting. I was just talking about the difficulties resolved card, which is the fawn angel feather. We've also got aqua, which is you have healing hands, and blue angel feather, which is accept life as it is. So the angels are saying here that there is some healing coming to you. Things are actually going to improve. Difficulties are going to be resolved, and there's a certain amount of acceptance that's involved in this healing. So if you have to accept a situation for what it is, ask your angels to assist you with that. Does that make sense? I hope so. When I'm finished with my cards, as I said, I like to keep things very simple. I love to work with angel altars, and there'll be more on that soon with my new book, and I'll get back with another video for you about that. I just simply place the cards back in the box with the guidebook. I actually leave the card deck on my altar because it is a sacred space. And what I do like to do, you don't have to, it's just a suggestion, is that I do, because I love working with crystals, I like to keep my deck amplified so that the energy of my deck is high and I get really accurate readings. Okay, if you get really accurate readings, you keep your deck energy high, you won't have to do as many readings. So I love to use clear quartz. It's an underrated crystal. It is the umbrella stone. It is a powerful crystal. It does just about everything. So what I'm using this clear quartz for, I've got a small cluster with the points facing upwards, and I've got a crystal pyramid. So I'm actually working with some sacred geometry here using the shape of the pyramid, because it will actually really amplify the energy of the card deck. And the clear quartz cluster with the points going up towards heaven will actually do the same. So I just leave my card deck on my altar with my crystals sitting on them until I go to read with it next. Of course, you can use the card deck with any other card deck, any other angel card deck, with Doreen's card decks. It works beautifully. So I hope that helps you a little bit with your readings and with using the beautiful Angel Feather Oracle card deck. I look forward to hearing from you all. I try to get to all your emails. I do my absolute best. I do have a Facebook page which is called AOK Angels. Please join me on there. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of competitions, and I love to chat to people there. If I can help you, I certainly will try, and I look forward to meeting you at some expos coming up. I have a very busy year. Love to meet people in person. And like I say, if you are from overseas and you're interested in the deck, just drop me an email. So I send you 1,000 angel blessings until I get back here again to do another video. And I thank you, Jeffrey, for your beautiful videoing. Goodbye.